Alright guys, hello and welcome back to our journey to level 99 with Kilika. We're jumping right back into League for Megalixir and Pile Wither. Last round actually, we are taking on the Albet Sykes, Ronso Fangs taking on the Luka Goers, and the Kilika Beasts taking on the Guado Glories. So yeah, we gotta do a little bit of repositioning here, because we kinda threw everyone everywhere. So let's see what we can also learn as well though. So everyone should be back in position. Not a lot of tech copies. A lot of it's just like the volley shot and stuff, and you know that's not incredibly likely to occur. Even if we try to set it up, it doesn't always occur. You know, it's a little bit elusive in its use. All right, so we're gonna push right side here. Mostly I'm trying to just set up right side to be open so that Iskin can score a goal and kind of put us in the winning position, of course. It looks like no sleep there. I don't think it matters though. Let's see what we can do. Okay, it matters. It definitely matters. I don't remember if Deem has tackle slip. I'm not going to risk it because at least I get something out of here. If I get one person knocked out, and that's like, I don't know, it's not great, but it's also like acceptable. You know what I mean? I can accept I've knocked out one player, and hey, might be two right now. Oh no, he is not going to, Eager is not going down for anything. He is about staying alive. That is what he is about. So let's pass to Iskin here. Okay, now he's going to go down. It is kind of interesting with the leagues, because we've been incorporating more tournaments and stuff like that. But with the leagues and everything, we can reset a whole new pool of prizes. So we're going to do some, likely, we're going to do some resetting on this league to see if we can kind of generate a specific prize in the tournament slot. Or, sorry, in the top scorer spot, and then also the winning slot. And we'll see what we can do. It's really tough because a lot of the times, the prizes that are offered are, I don't want to say they're the same, but it's really hard to get specific techniques because it's based on the chance that a technique will show up, and then it's based off the chance that the technique that shows up is something that you can use. Like it's so specific in its, selection of techniques. There's some techniques we haven't even seen yet in the game, and we're almost level 99. Like, that's crazy. There's a degree of, like, it's our fault, though, to that statement. And mostly it's, because we've set the Kilika Beast to not release any of their players, and we're set to not release any of our players, we kind of have this weird scenario where not as many teams are re-signing players. And the position I'm thinking of is midfielder with Mafuri and tackle slip too. We're not seeing her, so we don't have the possibility to learn that unless she jumps into the league and she starts, kind of teaching other players, other teams learn it, and then we kind of have it as an option. It really is the one negative to well, I mean, there's probably a few, but it's one of the biggest negatives to having locked contracts. The techniques aren't introduced as quickly, so you just have a lot longer that you have to try to learn them. I don't know, it's not terrible. I think the advantages of having the locked contracts is like, it surpasses the negatives, because it was a really fun experience facing a level 99 team and still taking them out. I mean, that's gotta be rough, like it was so funny because like there was nowhere they could go. Like the original Aurochs on the Kilika team, they're level 99, so if they lose a game, it really is just a signal that we're gonna start winning more games. It's just natural because we're leveling up, they're not. Our techniques and stats are getting better. Theirs are not. It's, yeah. And the reason I mentioned the techniques is, in my opinion, I gave them good techniques and they just equipped garbage. But you don't really expect the AI to equip that well because it just makes some really weird decisions. Alright, we're going to set up for one more goal with Iskin. I don't know if we'll get it because we actually do have a bit of block going against us here. Maybe? Oh my gosh, we do it. That's crazy. I can't believe that actually worked. Is she even that fast? I was going to say, I could have sworn she was faster. Really, that was me just trying to kill a bit of time, in all honesty. But I don't think I killed enough. Well, maybe with the super goalie. I still think we're going to have that midfield encounter with like 0 seconds left. But what are you going to do, right? Oh, I'm sorry. 2 seconds left. Is going to be 4-0 going into the second half. So, I mean, pretty sure win, I would argue. But, yeah, that's just me. You're going to see Vorja here level up and then get more endurance, pass, block, HP. So that's good stuff. And he really is accelerating, like, rapidly with the pass. It's kind of crazy. He should eventually reach 99 pass, so there is that. I'm just trying to set up a very specific way. I'm going to try to pull Larby back into the back line here. There's nothing to really learn. They just don't have much that we care about. Well, I guess the argument is they just don't have much, because the only technique we can really learn now is volley shot. Or so it feels. I think there are some key techniques we might be missing, which should open up a wider pool. But we just haven't gotten that opportunity quite yet. You're gonna have Vorja to tackle through. Let's tackle Larbite's side first. Then we'll pass to Larbite. Oh wait, he's on the. Oh my gosh, he's on the other side. I don't know why I did that. I guess passing to Larbite in general is good because he's the one we actually really do want to level up. Everyone else is kind of like, you know, they just kind of exist in the world of like, you know, Larbite's our final goal. I don't even know if I can sleep eager. Okay, I can. I'm gonna get lucky. And it's not always actually 100% necessary. If you guys have seen previous videos, what we've been able to do sometimes is just kind of stay outside of their range. And the AI, it almost like it doesn't know what to do. It'll just start like swimming in not random directions, but useless directions, I guess is what I'd say. It just moves in ways where you're like, that's not gonna help you, but like you do you, dude. Like you live your life, I guess. It's just really odd. Sometimes you see that and you're like, I don't know how to help them. You know, they're just kind of blowing in the wind. So normally what happens is they'll be torn between the player that has the ball and their default position. So they'll like move towards their default position, and then like Kolkin will have the ball, and then they'll move towards Kolkin, and then they'll move back to their default position once Larbite has the ball, and it's like this weird endless like loop where they're never gonna do anything, but they're also never gonna leave you 100% alone. So it's I don't know, it's odd. It is what it is, right? So yeah, we're gonna have Kolkin and Larbite continue to pass here. Last time we did this, and this is just a testament to how much experience we need. Last time we did this, I think Kolkin got like 70 experience, and then Larbite got like 60, 65, and then neither of them leveled up. That's crazy. That much experience at earlier levels warrants life-changing development. You know, like that is a ton of experience at early levels. But at these ones, it's just not, you know, it's just not like a thing. It's, I don't know, it's odd for sure, but yeah, it's just something you accept as you level up. It gets harder and harder to level up, which I think might be a good thing, but I'm kind of torn. I don't know. I do feel like there's so many improvements that could be made to the system, and really I've talked about this a bunch, but really the main thing I'd want to see is like giving players the tools to make these changes, like almost making like how do we make the most, like the biggest sandbox we can, like how do we make the biggest forest to explore, how do we make, you know, the biggest construction site to build upon. Like that's what I think is the most important, because I think if you give people the tools, they'll just make it themselves, you know. Something about like teaching a man to fish, right? Some phrase like that. But yeah, like that's just what I'd hope. But I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, because I may be wrong. I feel like Square historically has not been like a studio or I guess they're not as, I forget how that works. They're the publisher or the studio, I forget. They might have a studio named Square and then a publisher named Square, and then it gets confusing. But they haven't been one to like build those tools in their games. I feel like they haven't. I could be way wrong. I'm mostly familiar with the Final Fantasy series, and I guess it makes sense for Final Fantasy because like it's not a game where you like it's very storyline driven. So honestly, it becomes a debate of like, do you make the option to develop storylines, and then that's like a very complicated, like, you know, how do you do that right? But yeah, I ramble. Anyways, Kolikin's leveled up. More of everything except speed, shoot, catch. I mean, everything she needs actually. I mean, speed's not going to go up, but all that stuff is good. Then Larbite, more HP, endurance, pass, shoot. It's good stuff. Level 77 too. So we 4-0 the Sykes, Goers 3-2 the Fangs, and the Beast and the Gories tie it up. So not too bad, and we sweep the league. Perfect. Iskin got it. He got Pile with her. Nice. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And when you come back, we're going to be playing more Blitzball. Till next time.